It is rough.
From shady contractors to a foot of snow in this very living room.
It's May 21st in Denver and it snowed like 8 inches last night.
One of the only things that remains. And so now the bathroom is behind me. All right, let's do this. First of all, since this is my first video, I should probably introduce myself. Hi, my name is Maddie. My husband and I bought this house, our first home here in Colorado, back in August of 2021. And back then we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. We were house hunting and we weren't looking for a fixer-upper. We weren't looking for a project, but we absolutely fell in love with this property, the neighborhood, the location, so we kind of went for it. But as you can see, and as you will see during the whole before tour in this video, the house is a little rough. It was built in the 1950s and it was actually a rental property for the last 10 or 15 years. Which means that it wasn't really taken care of very well at all. It's a ranch, or it was when we bought it, and it just didn't have enough room for two people who work from home and who eventually want to have a family here. But we saw the potential, we saw what it could be, so we decided to basically hand over our life savings and take this on as a fixer-upper. Now it's been almost a year and a half since we bought the house, and about 8 months since construction began, and we've been through a lot, we've learned a lot, which I will be sharing about, but more importantly, we've finally gotten to the point where we can start to actually see like design decisions coming to life, and we can start to actually work on projects, do room makeovers and DIYs and fun stuff like that that I've been looking forward to for over a year now. But first, I feel like I need to let you know what has been going on so far and catch you up to this point. From shady contractors to a foot of snow in this very living room, I'm going to share kind of what we've gone through up into this point so that you can fully appreciate where this house renovation goes and where it ends up, just like we will. Okay, so timeline. Like I said, we bought the house in August of 21, and this is what it looked like when we bought it.
Here she is in all her glory, this old one-story house. As you'll see, it's really kind of cramped, not open concept. The ceilings are super low. I'm only 5'2", so you can see they're pretty low, just outdated in general. But there were things obviously that we loved about it. Lots of cute character. This first room off to the left is the original dining room. And then you'll see we get into the kitchen here, which is super, super old. Clearly hasn't been updated since the 50s. That pink backsplash, those, I forget what they're called, those glass tiles by the window, super ugly. In the floors, don't even get me started. This room is the original master bedroom, but what will be my office. And then you walk in here and you're overwhelmed by bubblegum pink. Yikes. I do like a pink powder room, so I'll be paying homage to it, but it'll be much better than that. Then here is the secondary bedroom, and you can see a view from the outside, the cute little patio and stuff. So lots of potential, but needs a lot of work.
Around October of 2021, a few months later, we signed with a contractor, and we ultimately determined that because we were putting so much money into this project, we wanted to really maximize what we were getting out of it and really make it our forever home. We decided that we were going to pop the top off and actually add a full second story along with renovating the entire first story. This will give us a nice big 5-bedroom house. A couple of those which will be offices, but it'll definitely be enough room for us to grow into. From October to the end of the year, I started sketching out just on my iPad and on notebooks what I thought the layout of the house could be. And then in January, I handed those over to an architect, and he did a way better job of designing the layout for this, taking some of my ideas and also coming up with some of his own. And so in January, we approved the final architecture plans. Then the next month in February, we worked with a designer on our kitchen layout. So I have a design background, so I knew basically that I could tackle most of the house, but the layout of the kitchen was definitely a puzzle. So we hired a kitchen designer, and I think that the layout turned out really great, and we'll see how it comes together. From that time in February until May of 2022, we were just waiting for our contractor to be done with other projects. So during that time, we sat down and started to think about the finishes that we wanted for the house and made a giant spreadsheet of all of that stuff and kind of started budgeting it out. I will be sharing all about the finishes and fixtures and colors and cabinetry and floors and tile and all of that stuff in future videos. So in May of 2022, the demolition finally began and they took off our roof.
This is when it all went wrong, people. They took the roof off, finally getting some progress. I was so excited this day, to be honest. I think this was my birthday where they finally started. I was like, heck yeah, let's do this thing. And then
and a full-fledged winter storm across the Colorado Rockies. This is across the Colorado Rockies. Winter storm warnings, including Denver. You see that shaded of pink? We have the potential to exceed a foot of snow across this area. This is going to have major implications on the Denver metro area. This could be one of the latest snowfalls on record. That's pretty remarkable to see snowfall this time of year in the first place.
Pretty remarkable. Guys, this was seriously wild. There was so much damage that happened because of this, so many things that we couldn't restore, mainly the floors. I was so upset. But insurance did come through, so all was not lost, but man.
So after all of that craziness, we finally got to the framing phase. And this was really exciting because it was the first piece of like forward progress we could see with the house. Everything up to that point was honestly just like a step backwards or 50 step backwards, it seemed like. So let me show you a tour of what it looked like when the house was all framed out.
Okay, so there are no walls, so hopefully you guys can kind of see where we're going with all this. But when you first walk in, you'll see kind of a little cubby with a bench at the bottom and hooks on top to hang coats and stuff like that, and maybe a table here or something to put keys on. I haven't quite figured it out, but it's just like a cute little nook. And then if you look to the right, you'll see the dining room and the living room. And if you look to the left, you will go into the kitchen.
Okay, so right now I'm standing in the dining room. So the bay window is like right where you guys are. And this is going to be the dining room. And then right behind me is going to be the living room. So dining table here, and then sort of a walkway, and then the couch that faces the fireplace, and we're gonna have a TV above the fireplace there. We wanted to try to save as much like original character of the house that we could. So this is one of the only things that remains, is this fireplace and this sort of like built-in shelving with the cute little detailing. So now I am in the kitchen. The kitchen is behind me. The front door is right there. So if you turned out of the front door and turned left, you'd be in this kitchen area. And so essentially what you see, this back wall is where all of our appliances are gonna be. The range is gonna go sort of across from these pipes that you see here. That's the center of the island, which is going to have the sink. And across from there is going to be the range and a nice hood vent at the top near the ceiling. So it'll be nice, a big long kitchen here with an island in the middle. And then we have a few things going on past the kitchen. So here, this doorway that you see right here is going to be the pantry, and you can't tell right now, but it's gonna be really nice and big, like a walk-in pantry. So that will be really nice. And then here, this opening here leads you to the mudroom. So if I walk in here, it's just going to be like a doorway. There won't be a real door here. You'll just walk out, turn the corner, and there will be the side door here, which is actually that Dutch door that Jake and I have been working on. And then if we turn this way, straight back behind the kitchen, this doorway that you see here is for the bathroom. There's sort of like this weird space in between this doorway and the actual bathroom. So to the left, to my left here, you have a little closet. There's gonna be like a linen closet, and here there's just gonna be a little alcove. So we're really making the most of this awkward space. And then in here is going to be the bathroom. And I think it's considered, I guess it's a full bath because there's a tub, shower, and toilet and sink. So this is one of the rooms I'm most excited about because for filming and stuff, I have this giant sliding door that will eventually look out to a really nice yard, though right now it's basically just dirt. But this will be kind of cool because over here, of course, there will be wall here, but on either side, there's gonna be super wide open shelving. So this used to be the primary bedroom in the original house. And so it had 2 shallow closets here. And since this is going to be an office, I don't really need closets with doors. I don't need to put clothing in there, but I think I'm gonna really need storage. So still figuring out kind of how I want to orient this room, if I want a big desk in the middle, if I want maybe even 2 desks, and yeah, so still figuring that out. Then if we head up the steps, this room is extremely messy right now, but this is our primary bedroom. Over this way is going to be our bathroom. And so now the bathroom is behind me, and over on this side is the walkout balcony, which is gonna be so nice. It's super bright, gets tons of sunlight. You can see the mountains off this way, so we're really excited about that. So if I walk into the bathroom this way, here we're going to have the double vanity. Over here is going to be the walk-in shower, and here will be the freestanding tub. Now, if I flip you around, this is going to be the toilet closet with a separate door. So with a big bathroom like this, I think that's really nice to have like a separate toilet closet where the door closes, because multiple people can be using the bathroom at once, and I think that'll just be really nice. Then in here, kind of if you come through the bathroom, you would be in the primary closet. So it's a huge walk-in closet. We'll probably have to end up doing some like cabinetry, shelving, whatever on this side here. We could probably even put like a dresser on this side and then hanging clothes on this side. We'll have to see, but this is currently where our doors are living. So this is the Dutch door that we've been working on. And we're just trying to keep them out of the way and keep them nice. So now you guys are in the doorway of the primary bedroom, and we're looking down the hallway. So here off to this side, we have the laundry room, and I'm super excited to have laundry room right next to the bedroom. That's gonna be super convenient. Here, there's a little linen closet. If I keep going back, this is the secondary bathroom. And then there are 3 bedrooms, 2 on this side and 1 on this side. So that's the walkthrough, and I will probably update you guys whenever there's drywall. Our drywall went up in November, but I am gonna wait and do a full empty house tour really soon whenever everything's finally done. And that brings us to today. So what is happening now? Right now, we are working on getting the tile and the cabinetry installed. So again, I don't want to give too much away, so I'll just give a little sneak peek here. A lot of the tile is in. Some of it's finished, some of it hasn't been grouted, but that is happening right now. And so now Jake and I are starting to work on DIY projects. So we're starting up in the laundry room, installing some beadboard. I seriously can't wait wait to dive in and show you guys all of the projects that we're doing. I'm really focusing a lot on this house and bringing it to life. So that's why I wanted to start this channel and just bring you guys along, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun and hopefully it can be inspiring for other people too. If you have any questions or things that you want to see, please leave a comment below, and also let me know if you have or are working on any home projects. I would love to know what you're working on. Thank you guys so much for watching and hitting subscribe if you want to follow along on this journey. I'll see you really soon.